All right, we're back in the garage on the CRF 450 Urban Moto Buildout. You might ask me, what do you mean by Urban Moto? All right, so I don't plan on being like the Surronster, Mr. Wheelie Ballerina, just cruising down and around SoCal area and wherever else he rides. No, I plan on trying to be as badass, which I'll never be, as Mr. Colby Raha. X Games Gold winner, that man has been shredding skate parks, drainage ditches, you name it, urban landscape, where he's jumping and doing some badass stuff. I'll never come close to that, but I definitely don't plan on being a wheelie ballerina. So, since the last time we were here, kind of talked about the design phase. And so far off camera, I've done a little bit of modification, so let me run you through them. First of all, we started off with the front fender. Kind of put on a, I want to call it maybe a supermoto front fender. Kind of looks cool. And as well, we go ahead and cut down the rear fender. I doubt we're going to be using side number panels. We just don't need them. The air box is gone, so let's just ditch these. So went and kind of cut down the rear fender just to kind of, I don't know, give it a little bit more different looks. We also have the radiator scoops. Don't need radiator scoops anymore. I don't plan on running a liquid cooled electric motor, so I don't think we need them. So the goal of mine is to kind of make this look as a beefed up downhill mountain bike. With all the fenders and plastics on it, it kind of still looks like a dirt bike. So if we get rid of everything, we'll ditch this. Definitely don't need a gas tank. Should ditch the rear fender and the subframe. Bye-bye. So now if you look at it, well, actually, let's ditch the front fender too. You know, I don't plan on riding in mud or much water and so on, so there's not going to be much debris kicking up at me. So let's 86 that as well. Yeah, come on, baby. Where are you? That's right, it's a two-part fender. Alright, fender's gone. So now if we look at it, it looks more or less like a mountain bike on steroids. If you look at it, I mean, some of the mountain bikes have even bigger wheels than this. So I kind of like this design. So first of all, off camera, I went and kind of redesigned some things and modified things, fabricated some pieces, which I'll get to. But before we get that, we're going to ditch these gold ass bars, get some black ones just to match, you know, everything else. Plus black is always cooler than gold, my opinion. So let's do that really quickly, and then I'll show you what kind of modification and fabrication I've done. So hang tight. Alright, out with the gold. In with the black. Always bet on black. That's right, let's kind of eyeball these in there. We'll adjust them later. And just snug these up. Bam! So, got that mounted up. Let's get the brake on here, just tentative until we get grips, and then we'll dial it in for the right location. All right. We got the brake on, hand tight, that's enough. Like I said, we'll adjust it later. So, now that we got the subframe off, how are we going to mount the seat? So, off camera, took this 1x2, 120 wall, pretty beefy to create my own subframe, which is going to basically mount up here. We're going to use the stock mounting point as we did for the gas tank. Went ahead and put the screw in the holders for the seat, and then we're going to use this hole right here, which mounts over here, which will mount the subframe, and then we've got supports in the back. So let's throw this on. So first of all, we'll put our subframe screw in here. And then we're put our mounting in the top. Bam. Alright, so we're not going to run the red and black seat. It's got the Honda logo. I'm a big Honda fan. Ride Honda, ride red. But it does tell that it is a dirt bike. So we're going to run with a One Industries black seat. So one thing I had to do is I had to notch this out for it to fit flush onto here, or actually sink in deeper. So it's still going to mount the same way. So we'll go ahead and mount this here and place those there. And then actually, we've got the two rear mounts. Actually what I did is I swapped these around. Typically they're facing the other way. I moved them, turned them inside. That way they can mount easily to this. There we go. So we could possibly run it like this. I do like this look, but just in case my fat ass has an ass landing, I don't want to break that and end up with my ass on the rear tires. So I went ahead and created these little supports that are going to mount in the back. So go ahead and throw this dude in. Alright, got that one in. Let's do the second one. Alright. Lastly, we're going to put the nut and bolt to support and mount it back here. Come on. Oh, motherfucker. There you go. Money, penny, money. There we go. So we've got the seat mounted. I think this will work, you know. I really like the design, the look and feel. We're definitely going to put fork guards on there just to protect the forks, you know. I hate having blown forks. But another thing we're going to add on to this is grind pegs. Kind of like BMX grind pegs. So I do have some BMX grind pegs. Shit's falling all over the place. So these are your BMX grind pegs. Unfortunately, these will not work for this application just due to the thickness of the holes and the thickness of the rear and front axle. These guys right here are CRF or XR50 stump pegs. You could pick these up at Fast 50s or wherever. Pretty cool. Basically mount right here, have your chain adjuster and so on. These will not work as well. Plus they have a grippy thing, which will not be good. We need to use steel pegs. So still thinking about how I'm going to do the designs, but seen other guys on YouTube, the way they've done it is literally shove a rod through here and weld onto the rod pegs, and then on the bottom they kind of put this triangle thing, so if you do go over, you don't crush your sprocket in the front. And same thing in the front, since we got here, maybe we'll just extend the axle. I'm not quite sure how we'll do in the front yet, but once again we'll put some kind of a protective barrier here, that way we don't shred the disc brake here. So that's it for now. The next episode, we're going to head on out to my buddy's shop, Mars Cars LLC. That's right, down in Huntington Beach, California. Nick has a golf cart and e-bike dealership down there. He carries a couple different e-bikes. I think he carries the Segway, Surons, Cake, Delphast, I think, maybe a couple or others. I'm not quite sure. We're going to bring this down there. We're going to line them up next to each other and kind of talk about and compare them and why I'm building this over getting like a stock Suron, modding the crap out of that. So this is the plan. So the next episode, you'll see us down in Huntington Beach as we basically compare this to the other bikes that are already built and so on. I know some of you don't have the knowledge and the capability of fabricating and wrenching on your own stuff, so I totally understand, but this is the route I'm taking. Is it the right route? I don't know. We're going to give it a shot. Still need the motor, battery, and so on. Nick does have some proprietary batteries that he's going to be working with me, and so on, as well as motors and so on. So who knows what powertrain we're going to throw in this. That's going to be down the line, not too far off. But till then, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and thanks for watching. See ya.